Good morning everyone. So we are going to discuss the decision statement or control statement, which is one important part of C programming. We have to learn how to deal with the conditions using a program. We have to know how to write programs where conditions are playing a vital role. So already we have discussed in the class of flowchart how to deal with the condition and how to draw the flowchart for that, and we have to write the program using that condition. And here decision statement or control statement will help us to write the program using conditions. So let's have a revision of flowchart. I am going to show you that part where we have discussed this. If you remember, we are using a rhombus inside which we are writing the condition, and condition will be inside the rhombus and it will have two parts, one for true, another for false. First of all, what we have to do is we have to test the condition. If it is coming true, then we can follow this part. If it is coming false, then we have to follow this false part. So that means it is just like a branching, where from this condition part or from this rhombus we are having two branches, one true, another is for false. So this decision statement or control statement is also known as branching. So now let's come to this part of C programming, and there are four types of decision statement. Number one is if statement. Number two is switch statement. Number three is go to statement. Number four is conditional operator statement or conditional statement. In this class, we are going to start the discussion about the first one, that is if statement. As the name is if statement, here we are going to use the keyword if. Okay, and it is included in your list of keywords which is already given to you earlier. And what is the syntax or general form or how to write this if statement is, we have to write if keyword and we have to attach a pair of parentheses with it, and inside this parenthesis we have to write the condition. Okay, so after that we can start a curly bracket. We can write any number of statements, then we have to close the curly bracket. What this general form or what this syntax means? We have written the condition and the condition is always associated with this if keyword. That means we have to test the condition first. If the condition is coming true, then this part, please mark this from open curly bracket to close curly bracket. This area is the true part, or we can say true block. This area which is enclosed within the pair of curly bracket, this is your true block. That means if the condition is becoming true, then we can enter into this true block. If the condition is true, then we can enter into this true block, and whatever statements are written inside this true block, we can execute them. Okay, so this true block is always written immediately after the if. Okay, so if, remember the condition, remember the syntax. If is always associated with a pair of parentheses, and inside that we have to write the condition, and after that within a pair of curly bracket we can write our statements. Any number of statements we can write, and whatever you have written inside the pair of curly brackets, that is considered as the true block. Then what about the false block, or what about the false part? Okay, I will tell you that, but before that let me tell you one thing. Different categories of if. Then I will tell you regarding the false part, how to write that. So, if statement is again categorized into four types. First one is simple if. Second one is if else. Third one is nested if else. Fourth one is else, if, ladder. We will discuss them one by one. So starting from beginning to end. So let's have a discussion about the first one, that is simple if. And the syntax of the general form that we have already discussed. This is the syntax of simple if, whatever I have written. So this is the syntax, or this is the general form of simple if statement that we have already discussed now. So in simple if statement, we are not having any false block. We are having only true block which is executed whenever this condition will be true. And there is no false part, nothing is there, and any number of statements you can write after that, after the closing curly bracket. So what does this mean? First test the condition. If it is true, enter into the true block, whatever statements written inside the true block, execute that. After the block is over, after your execution of true block is done, then you can come out and whatever statements written after that or outside, you can execute them. Okay, so don't think that these are the false block. No. When the condition will be false, you have to only skip this part. You have to skip this true block and you can directly come here. This is the outside statements. These are the outside parts which are executed in both cases, even if the condition is true or even if the condition is false. Got it? So just our revision. Condition is test the condition. It is true. Enter into the true block. Execute. Come out, and whatever outside statements written, execute them. If the condition is false, then directly come to the outside parts. This part will be skipped. Okay. So here simply in simple if statement, only true block is there. It is executed if it is true. It is not executed if it is false. This outside part will be executed in both cases. So I am getting this one and I am writing one simple example where we will see how this simple if statement will give you output. I am writing a small C program. So suppose I have a variable a and its value is 5. So just see this. Variable a value is 5 and what is the condition? This part is your condition. A equal to 6 is the condition. Test it first. I am putting the question mark for that. We have to test it. So I will test it. A value is given 5. 5 equal to 6. It is clearly visible that condition is false. So if it is false, that means we cannot enter into this true block because this part is the true block. Okay. So as our condition is false, so we cannot enter into this true block. We have to skip this true block and we have to go to the outside area. So this one is the outside area which is written outside the true block. So we have to go directly to this statement. And this statement will be executed. Printf %ta means we are going to display the value of a. So it will give us the output. The value of a will be displayed as 5. Okay. Got it? Suppose the value of a I have taken 6. I am just changing this value so that we can discuss another case also. So the value of a is, let's say, 6. So come here, test the condition first. 6 equal to 6. It will be true because this condition both sides are true. So this will give you true. So if it is true, then we can enter into the block. So we will enter Then what is written? A plus plus means it will increase or increment the value of A by 1. So here the value of A will become 7. It was 6 previously. Then both statements are already executed. Then we will come out and we will execute the outside part also. So printf %da means it will display the value of A, which is 7. So if the condition is true, we can directly jump to the outside part and only 5 will be displayed. If the condition is true, then we can execute the true block and outside part both. So in that case we are going to get this one. So I hope you have understood this. So then we will discuss the second type of if statement, and where we are going to deal with the true block and false block both. Okay. So practice as much as programs you can practice from simple if part. So I will start with the if else statement in the next class. Thank you. If else